because of the time I'm tired, I wake up.
Yeah, do you have to wake up early, really early today?
Yes.
I'm so sorry about that. I mean to hear about that, but yeah, I hope that you will still enjoy our class. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, for our class today, Yang, I mean, do you want to use your IELTS book or do you want to work on your IELTS skills? Is there something you want to do?
Mm, I want to use the art books before this class. I study with Warren with this book, and he said my weak point is fluency about the the test. So we usually um, try to improve my fluency skill with
Mhm.
cohesive devices at
Oh, okay.
the chapter 2. Mm.
All right. Chapter 2, that will be filler words. Is that right? Or yeah, chapter 2, fluency and coherence. Are you done with the pause? Mhm.
Mm, to be honest, maybe the uh, pause.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, you pretty much haven't used the book yet, right? You are just starting to use the book.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. I'm
Oh,
ready.
okay. So anyway, when it comes to fluency and coherence, it measures how well you express, how well you deliver your sentences, how well you deliver your answers, and of course, how you structure your answers together. So one criteria or one thing that would affect your fluency is your pauses. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we have different questions here for the book. So remember, just a quick recap. For your pause, you have three kinds of pauses. Never ever pause in the middle of your sentence.
Mm.
Okay? All
Mm.
right. It means that would cut your sentence, but use this pause appropriately. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I
Mm.
want you to let's try to do a warm up exercise. So try to answer the sample question here. Okay. What is a typical family like in your country? Mm-hmm.
Is typical
Can,
family
can
life.
you see the book?
Yes.
All right. So for the example one, we have what is a typical family like in your country. Do you want to answer that?
Traditionally, Malaysians have extended families. Malaysians prefer to have a large number of children. The head of the household is often the father, and the elders handle the important family matters. The oldest members of the family are consulted before any major decision is made to show respect to them. The mother's role involves traditional domestic duties of a housewife and coming for the children. However, some members of the younger generation are less family oriented and exclude the idea of an extended family.
Okay, all right. So that was the sample answer. Thank you so much for using the right pause for that. Now it's your turn. Do you
Mhm.
want to try to answer that? Okay, so Yang, can you please answer this question? What is a typical family like in your country?
Mm, yeah. Korea, usually Korea has small families. We have 3 or 4 members of family, father and mother and daughter or son. The head of a household in family is often the father because he usually earns much money compared than the mother compared the mother. So some families are um, major lower in mother because of the busy of their father, but most of the in cases of family, the father have a great role in their family. And as for my family, my father earns much money, so my father had great role in my family life, and the decision of important matter of our family life is decided by my uh, family, by ourselves. My parents uh, mm, try to ask the children to decide themselves. I uh, like this matter. In conclusion, it depends on the family situation in Korea. The most of the male rule in the family is father.
Okay. All right. You mean to say the main role or maybe who holds the main power, right? Power and control in the family is the father. Or
Yes.
basically, yeah. I mean, traditionally, I guess, or most families have that kind in Korea. All right. Okay. Positive things about your answer. Very good in organizing your answer. You were able to conclude it. Okay. At the same time, I really like that you tried your best to pause. Okay, and you did not pause in the middle of your sentences, which is really good. Another good thing is you actually tried your best to add some examples like citing your family, citing your own family situation to support your answer, which is also great. Okay, one thing that
Thank
you
you.
can work on for for your answer in that question is to increase more of your vocabularies. All right.
Mm-hmm.
There are some words that you can use instead of the simpler ones. One factor in that you will be learning in the future with in regards to IELTS is the vocabulary. So yeah, although for now it's okay, I believe it's acceptable. Your answer is good. All right, it's
Yes.
generally good because of your structure and the way you actually deliver it. But one thing is work more on your vocabulary when it comes when you need to talk about family. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Okay. Good. 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 So identify where to properly pause in the sample answers below. Okay. All right. Do you want to read it or do you want to give your answer for this question? Do you know your neighbors?
Mm-hmm. I don't really know my neighbors. I would want to get to know them, but I think the imminent dangers in our society complicated
Between.
otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
People still have small talks with each other from time to time. Realistic expectation peppered with paranoia are
Paranoia. Mm-hmm.
the factors that put a limit to actually knowing my neighbors to a certain degree.
Okay, all right. So basically, that is how they actually structure their vocabulary. So if you can see, they uses, I mean, the answer use a more structure and more complex vocabulary. So try to, when you study with IELTS, try to learn some vocabularies or new vocabularies about neighbors, about family and stuff, for you to make your answer better. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Uh-huh. Do you want to answer this one? Do you want to give an answer for this question? Do you know your neighbors? Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, when it comes to my neighbors, I don't have much experience about it. When I because I spend most of my time at my workplace, so nowadays I don't have enough time to spend life with my neighbors. So at the past of my life, such as the the experience of high school days or middle school days when I was young, I used to uh, hang out with my high school student friends since we had uh, neighbor.
Since you are neighbors.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. They are my neighbors. They were my neighbors. They lived uh, near my home. I lived
Mm-hmm.
in Yeonhyang-dong
Mm-hmm.
and Shinde apartment, and they lived near my apartment. So we talked each other every day because we went to the same school. So we talked with our uh, class classes or daily lives about some games, are the games such as the games or other small things about our lives. It was very funny, and
Okay.
we had a
Mm-hmm.
great uh, time each
Mm-hmm.
other. I thought,
With each other.
yeah,
Right. All right, which is really good. Thank you for sharing your experience about your neighbor. Okay, so
yeah,
yeah, first you mentioned that of course nowadays you don't know about your neighbors because you're busy with work, right? You don't have enough time to associate yourself or socialize with your neighbors. But before, when you were young or during your childhood, right, you were really close to your neighbors because of course maybe you are the same age and you go to the same school, you attend the same classes, and maybe you have the same hobby and interest. That's why you're very close with them, right?
yes,
So yeah, that is basically how you answered the question. All right, I really like that you tried to compare today and in the past. Okay, thank you for adding more information about the past to in order to answer the question about knowing your neighbors. So it's really good that in your answer there is a compare and contrast between the present and the past. So that's a very good thing. So yeah. Anyway, that is for question number one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Yang, do you have, do you have questions for me for number one? Or for our class today? Do you have some questions that you would like to ask?
What is the answer of this number one?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So basically, yes. Wait a second. So correct. This is, of course, two. I mean, there are two kinds of pauses, right? As what three kinds of pauses, as what we've mentioned
Mm-hmm.
before. So we have the sentences, medium pause, that will be for two, and then long pause, that will be
Mm.
three dash or slanted lines, and
Yes.
short pause only one. So for this part, okay, it would be like two, I don't really know my neighbors. Two, I would like to get to know them. Slash, okay, because
Mm.
if there's a comma, you do a short pause, okay.
Mm.
But I think the imminent dangers in our society dictates otherwise. And then two, medium pause, that would be two lines.
Mm.
People still have small talks with each other from time to time. Two
Mm.
lines. Realistic expectations peppered with. Give me one second. I can see it. All right. Realistic expectations peppered with paranoia are the facts that put a limit to actually knowing my neighbors to a certain degree. Three lines. That's it. Okay. All right, so the only one line here is this comma. I would want to get to know them, but
Mm.
I think the imminent danger. All right, so at the end of every sentences, you put two
Mm.
slanted lines.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, so that is for number one. But yeah, thank you for trying to answer that as well a while ago. Okay.
Is
I guess we
there
don't have enough.
any rules for the pauses?
For pause, basically this one. So for short pause, this is actually in the
Mm.
middle of the sentence. If there
Mm.
is a punctuation mark like a comma, all right, a
Mm.
comma and conjunction. Okay, for
Mm.
comma and conjunction, you use a short pause. A medium pause, two lines, is used when you end
And
each sentences.
yes.
Okay, every time you end the sentence, you do a medium pause, and
Mm.
a long pause, or which is would be like three lines, is every time you end a paragraph.
Mm.
Okay,
Yes.
basically those are the only rules for putting a short pause, a medium pause, and long pause in your
Mm.
answer.
I
Okay.
got it. Mm.
All right, all right. But anyway, I think we don't have enough time. Thank
Mm.
you for trying your best, and thank you for answering the questions too. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day. It's nice to meet you. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, Yang. Okay?
Yeah, you too.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay.